What's up, everybody? On my way to the gym, and I wanted to make an update video because there's a lot of things that I've done over the last few days and a few changes that I've made that I need to actually go over with you guys. So the first thing is congratulations to the prize winner of the 60-day game card. Your name will be flashing on this screen somewhere, and you will have a YouTube message. Yeah. Once you reply to me, so I know that you're actually a human being, then I will send you the code. So if you don't reply to me, you have 7 days from the release of this video to check your YouTube box, get back to me, and yeah, if you don't, I'm just gonna give it to someone else. So that's kind of how that works. So congratulations on winning, first off. But I wanted to go over a few things. First off, if you've been to my channel, I did a ton of maintenance on my channel yesterday. I pretty much spent 4 or 5 hours like learning how to do like little things like thumbnails, so I'm going to try to start doing those for my videos coming out. I'm going to, at least most of them, obviously not all of them, but ones that I feel like are going to last a while, I'll do that for. And then if you actually go to my actual channel on YouTube, what I've done is I've separated everything into its own playlist. So I've got fitness videos, because I'm also going to do some fitness discussion videos and some fitness rant videos, for lack of a better word, mainly because there's a lot of false pretenses that people have about working out and about everything else. So I want to cover those and go over, you know, some hot topics and stuff like that. So I'm not going to just call them workouts, I'm going to call them fitness videos. So there's that playlist, and that's where all those videos will be uploaded. So if you just want to see my fitness stuff, you can go through that playlist. You can look through all the workouts, any of the fitness videos that I have. I added a Hearthstone playlist to the main page because I'm going to play the hell out of that game when it comes out. I've got the beta right now and it's awesome. That game's just going to be one of those games I play. And for those of you who want my WoW stuff, there's always going to be, like, there's going to be the boss guides portion, there's going to be all the WoW videos portion, as always. Those are still going to be there. I've got my UI playlist, so for those of you who wonder what my user interface is and all that stuff and how to set all those add-ons up, that's where you go to find that out. Do not ask me because I won't answer you. I've answered it about 100 times, and I've got videos now, so now I don't have to answer you. If you can't explore my channel, then, you know, put in some work. If you can't put in your own work, you probably don't need to have the UI, so whatever. But the other thing that I wanted to cover with you guys is, you know, just some stuff that's going on with me personally. I shared a story last night in on stream, and for those of you guys who aren't following my stream, make sure you do that, because I do stream quite often, especially at night. It normally starts around 10 EST. It goes until whenever the heck I turn it off, normally 2, 3, 4 EST, depending on how tired I am and how annoyed I am with Raid and everything else. So once that's out, though, you know, like, so I shared a story, and a couple of the guys were like, man, you should probably make a video of that. And I didn't really want to do that yet. You know, it was something that I didn't want to put out early, but now that you know, I've been out a year and I've got pretty much a pretty decent following, so I'm not worried about people being like, you know, whatever. But I wanted to share with you guys a story based on really why I started doing YouTube videos. Because a lot of people don't know, and why I started doing YouTube videos about World of Warcraft. Most people who know me IRL go, you play video, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not the stereotypical gamer when it comes to physical appearance, okay? Once you talk to me for 10 minutes, you realize I'm a huge uber nerd, moron, mongoloid, and you're like, okay, now it kind of makes sense. All right, now it's kind of creepy that he doesn't play more video games because he is so weird, and he is such a nerd. But what I wanted to tell you guys was kind of the story about why I started making videos. And because it's coming up, the anniversary's coming up, okay? So my birthday is October 2nd. For those of you who care, you can pretty much find that information out on any social media site. That's my birthday, is October 2nd. Well, about 2 days before my birthday, and this will be 3 years ago coming up in October, so it'll be the 3rd anniversary in October, one of my extremely good college friends and a girl who I had, you know, dated off and on throughout college, and who was really there for me through pretty much the shittiest part of my life. Like when I was just not in a good place. I was doing things I should not have been doing, And I was going down a path that was a very, very bad and dangerous path for me to go down. And this girl was by me pretty much through thick and thin. We had dated off and on, like I said. And I had finally, I had moved back to Grand Haven from college. I had, started to get my life kind of in order. I had really stopped doing a lot of the things I was doing that were causing my life to be not where I wanted it to be. And she calls me up pretty much the night before my birthday and says, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, just got to work, sitting at home. Raid was done at the time. And, she goes, "Well, I'm going to come over. I'm going to take you out for drinks because it's your birthday. It'll be your birthday and whatever, and I don't have time, blah, blah, blah. So this is what I'm going to do it. So, get your ass dressed." So I'm sitting outside. She never shows up. And I'm starting to get pissed off. Send a couple of text messages like, "Where are you? Like, why wouldn't you just answer me back? Like, why are you dishing me? This isn't like you, blah, blah." Well, I get a call from my buddy the next day while at work, because this was back when I used to sell cars, while at work, who grew up with her and who was one of my college roommates. And he had told me that she had hit a tree on her way to he didn't know it, she was on her way to my house, but she had hit a tree she had overcorrected, she'd gone off the road, overcorrected, hit a tree, and died pretty much instantly. And he then realized that he had just broke it to me that she had died, and that, we had been talking and kind of, working on things and trying to get things worked out and everything else. And it really spun me into a really, really bad place. Emotionally, I was pretty much done at that point. I had already not been in a great state of mind before that, and for that to have happened and for her to have passed like that really, just absolutely just shook me to my core. And really just, if I wasn't at bottom before, it put me to bottom and then stepped on my throat. To the point where I was, I didn't go to work, I didn't want to do anything, I didn't want to see anybody, I didn't log online, I didn't do anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody, I didn't want to see anything, I just wanted it to be over. I contemplated, ending things, what the easiest way to do it was, what the most painless way to do it was. And I was, it was starting to get close to the time where I was going to go do this. And I was just going to say, screw it, and I'm done, and everything else. Well, oddly enough, 2 days later was reset day, server reset day on Tuesday. And Masseuse Carlton, for those of you who know who he is, Masseuse by his in-game name, the guy who actually got me started playing World of Warcraft, one of my best friends to this day, actually called me up and was like, called me on my phone because he hadn't heard from me, I hadn't logged on. He goes, "Hey man, we need you to log on to your DK, like we're gonna start gearing them up for raids. We need a DK tank going into, the next tier, and we need you to be there." So I logged on. I had a good time. Everybody was cool. Jesse, Aki, Nari, they were all there. They were starting their own 10-man group, through the next expansion. So we were just kind of gearing up tunes, getting into that. We had brought in some old friends back, and it gave me a reason. It gave me something to be responsible to. My raid team, I was responsible to them. And at the time, I felt needed. I felt like my friends needed me there. I felt like my friends wanted me there. It was when I was raiding, I wasn't thinking about all the emotional shit and all the sad shit. I was solely concentrated on losing myself in the game and doing the best I could for my team. And it ended up really saving my life, for lack of a better way to put it. And that's, that's when I kind of started realizing that, these video games and this online social friend network, while some people do not understand how, you know what I mean? They're like, well, you've never met these people. How do you consider them your friends? Well, these people saved my life. So that's how I consider them friends. What I would recommend to you guys is, if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling anything like that, or, you just feel like anything like that, just take a step back and look around and look at, how many people that you've never met, like, depend on you, that you've never met in real life, and that they're actual friendships, and that they're people that you laugh with, and that will come alongside you and support you. Now, they didn't even know that she had died. I never really told any of them that. But I didn't need to. They didn't care. Like, the only thing they cared about was me showing up, having a good time, and hanging out with my friends. That's all they wanted me to do. And that was one of the little things that really changed everything. And from that moment on, I had kind of realized how important online friends, online interaction, and you know, the social responsibility that you have to your raid team and to games can really change a person's life. And that's when I really started watching YouTube videos like Swifty. I really started getting into Swifty videos and really just seeing how much of an effect and a positive effect he had on his community by doing things like fitness and video games. And I was like, man, like I love working out. Like I've done bodybuilding competitions and I've won them. Like I know what I'm talking about. I could really offer people something here. And then I was like, but he does PvP. Well, I do PvE. Well, not many people are doing PvE on YouTube. Like there's not that many of them just because it's not as popular, it seems to be, at least. So I was like, I'll do it my way with the PvE, and all my fitness videos will be a little bit more in depth and a little bit more of a tutorial style. And it's been something that's literally changed my life, guys. Like when I made the commitment to start doing videos, I got up every morning excited. I started being happy. I started doing things that I wanted to do. I started trying to take steps in my life to make myself better and to make my channel grow. And I went from doing so terrible to being the happiest I've ever been in my life, all because of a video game, all because of a group of people that I had never met IRL saved my life. And it's an important story for you guys to know, because there's so many things out there, you know, that when you see people be mean to people, and that's the one reason that I really hate trolls, and I hate people who are just constantly just mean and berating to people, is because you don't know what the person across the keyboard's going through. You don't know. So show people some respect, and I guarantee you, if you're a nice and a cordial person and you're there to have fun, you will make friends, and you never know when those friends may come through for you. Like for instance, guys, I got screwed making videos for somebody. All my money for BlizzCon was gone. I had nothing. Because of you guys, I'm like 99% sure that I'm going to BlizzCon this year. I'm literally only like $120 away from hitting my goal to go to BlizzCon, and BlizzCon isn't until November. Like, do you guys realize how amazing that is, that this one event in my life triggered all these things to the point where I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't drink often, I should say. I don't smoke anymore. I don't do drugs anymore. I've got my head on straight. You know what I mean? Like, it has literally changed my life. And you guys deserve a thank you for that, because it's partly because it's mostly because of you guys that I've been able to continue to do what I do. And so I wanted to say thank you and share this story, because it's something that means a lot to me. And you know, I think you guys needed to hear it, just because, again, my stream wanted me to kind of share it, but I wanted to share it the right way. So, thank you guys for listening. Congratulations to the prize winner. Thank you guys for everything that you do. Thank you for the over 3,000 subs and the over 400,000 views in my first year. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And I'm not stopping, guys. Like, you guys have really helped me, so I want to continue to say thank you for everything that you do and for supporting me. And as always, we'll see you next time.